you interested in breaking into the entertainment industry? Backstage catalogs, casting calls for movies, television shows, and other mediums, along with other industry work. Also, you can provide listings for your own projects on there. Backstage is trusted by organizations like Disney, Netflix, and HBO for work on their content. In the description of this video is a link for a special membership deal to join Backstage from me, Ryan Holman. In the 2010s, Alexander Rossi was working towards being a Formula One driver. In 2015, he finished second in the GP2 series with 3 wins. That same year, he got his Formula One opportunity with Manor Motorsport. Rossi started 5 races and got a best finish of 12th at the United States Grand Prix. After only being retained as a backup driver for the team in 2016, Rossi returned to America with Andretti Autosport to compete in the IndyCar series.
1 more lap to go.
No, it's half a lap lead, clutch and coast, save fuel, clutch and coast.
Boy, I'm just thinking about Robbie Gordon running out of gas back in 1999.
There's Munoz in the blue and black car. He and Newgarden are going to race for second at the moment unless Rossi runs out of fuel. He's off of turn 2. He's half a lap to go.
Full throttle, full throttle, full throttle, full throttle.
Message is you're now going too slow.
Got this, bring it home. He's down to 2. Hey, push, push.
He's done it. Checkered flag is in the air. A first-timer is going to win the 100th Indianapolis 500-mile race. California's Alexander Rossi to the checkered flag, and he's done it.
And let's make sure we mention the job Ryan Hunter-Reay's done today. Don't forget, it was only 2 weeks ago that he had a 130G crash at Pocono. He still has to be suffering from that massive impact as we take the white flag lap here.
1 to go. That is all, less than 3.5 miles, and Alexander Rossi can get his first road course victory in Verizon IndyCar Series competition. He only has 1 win in IndyCar competition, but it's the biggest win you can have, the Indianapolis 500. What a day this has been, not only for Alexander Rossi and the Andretti Autosport team and the Napa 98 squad, because it hasn't all gone their way. They had those refueling issues, and Alexander had to come in off sequence very early in the stint. A caution came out, a really timely caution came out, which aided them, but nonetheless, he has had the speed all day long.
And Paul, I love how Alexander Rossi is finishing this lap with anger. He's not just coasting it in. He wants to prove the point. I belong at the front of this field everywhere we go.
Well, you can't afford to let up on the gas pedal. You can't back yourself up to a guy like Scott Dixon because he will pounce no matter what lap it is. But a nice, clean finish to the race here for Alexander Rossi.
Alexander Rossi has woven together the perfect race today. It didn't look like it was going his way, but it is now. And the 25-year-old American gets his first road course win. Rossi wins at the Glen. 1 lap to go.
2, 1 to go. Plenty of push to pass.
That's the voice of Rob Edwards, the strategist for Alexander Rossi at Andretti Autosport. What a weekend it has been for this man here.
And you know what I think speaks volumes about the IndyCar series, how competitive it is. As they run right now, you would have 5 different teams occupying the 5 top positions in the championship.
Fantastic.
We're in for a great season.
3rd different winner in as many races in 2018, with Sebastian Bourdais winning in St. Petersburg last weekend. Joseph Newgarden with that pass for the win with just 2 laps to go, and now a dominant performance from Alexander Rossi. The kid who grew up right here in California, left and went to Europe as a teenager, actually lived in the Czech Republic before going to Europe in the UK. And here he gets one of the best wins of his career in his home state. The Long Beach Grand Prix 2018 belongs to Alexander Rossi. What a win! Before we go and before we run out of time in this race, I want to pay credit to a former Formula One team owner and IndyCar team owner, a lovely man who passed away recently, Mo Nunn. Also Dave Mirage, Le Mans winning sports car team owner and ALMS sports car team owner, left us and passed away recently. And then of course Sergio Marchionne, President and CEO of Ferrari, CEO of Fiat Chrysler. Really a lot of sadness in the racing world lately with some iconic figures. And our thoughts are with their respective families.
Ed Brown looking to get back on the lead lap.
Ed Brown or Ed Jones?
Or Ed Jones, sorry, looking to get back on the lead lap, and he does. Rossi easily lets him go by an extra lap.
So
Jones.
Rossi needs to soak this up. Look, round past the hill, all the fans. That's what it's about here at Mid-Ohio, grabbing a chair and a cooler and sitting on the hillside and watching some classic road racing at an amazing circuit. Qualifying on the pole yesterday meant so much to this guy. He doesn't show a lot of passion, but boy, did he yesterday, as Kevin told us earlier. And now, with his strategist, to win this in this such a dramatic way. How about that? Alexander Rossi.
Great job.
Victorious at Mid-Ohio. 1 lap to go, 2.5 miles.
Focus forward.
And that's the voice of Rob Edwards, the Chief Operating Officer of Andretti Autosport, oversees all of Andretti's racing operation, and is the man in the ear of this guy here, Alexander Rossi.
Raindrops now finally coming onto the camera. We knew it was going to rain at some point, but what a day.
What a day. And he notches up another one at a different circuit, another victory at a different circuit. Alexander Rossi will spoil the willpower three-peat, but he gets another win. Rossi wins in Pocono. His 3rd win on the season.
No free,
those pit stop rotations.
No free tacos. Fire up the barbecue, Townsend. We're all having hamburgers at your place tonight.
Turn on the hot tub. One to go at Long Beach. 11 corners with an almost 20-second lead. What else do you need to do?
So last year, he dominated the majority of the sessions, including the Sunday warm-up. It wasn't like that this year. He kind of crept up on it throughout the practice sessions. He did lead the final practice session.
However,
and then qualifying was something else.
Qualifying was an absolute hammer drop on the field. Big margin over the rest of them. And the question is,
we got a race here.
Can Graham Rahal hold off the 5-time champion and former Long Beach winner?
Rahal's out of push to pass. Rahal is at 0.
Stay on this, because I think we're going to have a race down to the final corner for the podium spot right here.
No push to pass versus 22 seconds push to pass for Dixon.
But Rahal was smart. He doesn't really need push to pass except for this back straight, which is pretty short. So if you're going to end up with 0, oh, Rahal locked his right front.
Meanwhile, the checkered flag is out. The Acura
Winner,
Grand Prix of Long
Great
Beach.
job.
Oh, big block.
Is won by Alexander Rossi, and here comes Scott Dixon.
He's looking, even Dixon's super loose. He's got pickup on the right front as well, but he gets a nice little run.
Watch him hang on here.
White flag is already
Look,
shown.
that's so loose he can barely turn the steering wheel. But let's see down in Canada corner, does Colton's car, does the rear slide away on him?
Rossi so far ahead, the white flag has already been shown to the race leader.
Dixon just has to stay close. He has a massive advantage on this last lap because of the 2 long straightaways and 13 seconds of push to pass. What does his teammate Rosenquist do? Here comes Dixon.
Wide. He's way wide, Herta. He
Yes,
missed
no
the
push to
apex.
pass.
Here we go.
6 seconds.
This should be
Last
easy
lap.
for
One
Dixon.
more
He
lap.
should blow right by.
Outside
Hang
the
on,
turn
dude.
one.
You're doing great.
There we go.
Oh, he's going to come back on him. He got so loose. Dixon hangs on.
Oh, Herta's got nothing.
Look at sideways again. Rosenquist is going to dive.
What happened there is Herta went up the driver's right, and there's so much debris and used rubber that his tires have tons of pickup now.
Hinchcliffe might get a couple positions back here if these guys crash into each other.
Rosenquist side by side now with Herta. He was growing frustrated and got held up there.
Herta's good on the brakes, but
Easy.
he's locked up. He's going to run way wide.
So does Rosenquist. Look at Herta's tires are still filthy from that turn 1 incident.
While we enjoy this, get ready. The race leader's coming to the checkered flag. He's so far out in front. Alexander Rossi, here he is, final 2 turns, climbs the hill one last time. This has been something special. We told you right in the pre-race show, this young American star was sick of finishing second. There's no way he's second today. He wins at Road America. Alexander Rossi victorious in Wisconsin.
Excellent, thanks.
This car has been going just fine as Alexander Rossi takes the white flag, guys. 1 lap to go.
And for Christian Lundgaard, 1 more lap for his first IndyCar podium. His previous best finish, 8th at Toronto. He's finished 9th here before, but this is a huge improvement for a career best for a young driver out of Europe who came here with so much potential and is half a lap from realizing it.
And it's been trending the right way for Lundgaard because 3 top 10s in the last 5 races for the Danish driver. But it's an all stars and stripes affair up front in this Napa Auto Parts Auto Nation Honda for Alexander Rossi.
And let me just tell you, if you are thinking of sending Alexander Rossi a congratulatory text message if he brings this home,
he won't respond.
Don't bother doing it. He will not open it. He will not read it. He will not respond.
Alexander Rossi is driving his way to victory lane. He will become the 8th different winner this year with still 4 races to go. Remember, Nashville next weekend. Cannot wait for that. But let's celebrate this moment because one of the sport's frontrunners has had lean times over the past 3 years. Not anymore. Alexander Rossi ends a 3-year drought and is an IndyCar race winner again, the first time at the Brickyard on the road course.
At one time, Rossi seemed to face an uncertain future in racing. However, after getting a great opportunity, he showed off his talent at the high league.